Hey guys, Crap Hunter here, and welcome back to World of Tanks. Woo! And welcome to patch 9.9 test server once more in the third iteration. It was the second yesterday, but for some reason the third one came out now, so whatever. So anyway, today's video, we're not going to do a two-parter. It's quite simply going to be one big video with a bit of combat and a bit of talkie. So first of all, the talkie. I have put a link down below in the description if you want to look at the finite details, and also this is a test server, so obviously there will be things that will not be 100% guaranteed to come through on the other side. So what has happened? Well, a bit of sad news really. The first bit is the VK4502B is now no longer being replaced by the Maushan, or Jon Snow, as he happens to be as that particular tank happens to look like the bastard of both an E100 and Mouse having funsies. Alas, it is a sad day. I actually quite like that tank, though I'm not going to lie, there were certainly elements to it which made me think, like for example the 150mm that the tier 10 doesn't receive. Though that said, I think you could still have it in, but I would just have it so that, for example, instead of having it as a replacement, I just have it as another option, but have more experience required. Like, so if you wanted to get the tier 9 Maushan, then basically instead of it being 168,000, it will be like 180,000 or something like that, which basically is like, whoa, that's a lot of money required, a lot of experience required to get that sort of thing. To sort of put an impetus on the fact that that's quite a nice vehicle. Who knows? There was a few flaws with it, though. It had a few definite weak points, but at the same time, it also had, once again, 150mm gun, and also it was a tier 9, so we could see a tier 7 games. And imagine being in, say, I don't know, an E100. Sorry, yes, E100. No, E25 if you still have one, or a tier 7. And you see a tier, 9 Maushan. And he's the only one. And he's on the enemy team. And he's the last guy alive, and you're the last guy alive. Way! Game over. So, yeah, naturally, I imagine there was some people who complained about it. Possibly even the developers themselves might have thought, oof, probably not a good idea. But anyway, so alas, it is a sad day, as the Maushan is no longer going to be part of it. But, that said, we now have two vehicles being introduced. Both of them are premium, and both of them are German, surprisingly. God, we're given all the German stuff today. But, here's the difference. One of them isn't actually going to be in Germany. Oh no, what are these two new vehicles? Well, let's show you. First of all, it's this! Oh. Okay, before you start questioning the logic, this is at tier 6. Yes, it is a Tiger tank with the L56 gun, and no, there hasn't been any secret buff to it. It is still quite shit for a famous gun that ripped the shit out of tanks during the Second World War, but it is at tier 6. So basically, it's a VK4502B, with a different hull, and it's for Japan, and it's Japan's first heavy tank. Cool. This is quite an interesting thing. I mean, obviously we knew that the Japanese are going to be receiving a heavy tank branch in the future, possibly in patch 9.10, possibly even in patch 10.0, maybe. Christ, I can't believe we're already at that point in. But anyhow, so as a heavy tank at tier 6, it could do well. I mean, like I said, the big problem for me is the L56. That thing sucks bad. And it's a shame. It's a very shame. But then again, it also could be used in skirmishes for tier 6, as you're going to only be up against tier 6 vehicles, and it could earn you a fair amount of money. It might be worth an investment, I don't know. It's pretty much the same as a Tiger. Its hit points isn't as good as an actual Tiger's. I will actually just get the other Tiger for comparison, just to see. Yeah, so it obviously is not as good as an actual Tiger. Oop. So, naturally, there are going to be some differences. But you still get a 40 kilometers per hour speed limit. Horsepower per ton being... Can't see it, but it's available on here. Nope. Okay, so, you know, you're about 50 horsepower slower, so one would assume a slightly slower vehicle. Traverse speed, not bad at 25. Armor, 100 on the front, 80 to the sides and rear. Same goes for turret. Ammo. How much ammo can you hold? Wow, that is a lot of ammo. 3,200 for premium ammunition, which on this gun is 171. So it's not a clearly OP premium tank, which is nice because it also, I imagine, doesn't have any kind of premium matchmaking whatsoever. So this thing probably will bugger you over at some points if you're trying to earn a bit of trying to earn either experience or credits at tier 6. View range is slightly worse, and signal range obviously is worse, but that's not bad, being at 620. That's not bad at all, considering the stock, or considering the previous stockish radios go up to 415. So 620, that's not bad, and 370 view range as well. That's not bad either. So as a premium tank goes, it's not bad. I mean, I'd like to see this thing in actual combat before I make a proper judgment, and also to find out how much it really will cost. Because obviously with tier 6 tanks you can find that it's kind of an easy bargain, 10 quid for a premium tank, which can provide you a fair amount of bonuses. Who knows? Okay, so now we've had a look at this particular tank, let's have a look at the actual new tank that is also a premium, and also is a TD. World of Tanks viewers, I introduce to you the Kanonanjagpanzer. Okay, so here we are, the Kanonanjagpanzer. Sounds a little more modern. She is a tier 8 premium tank. Her hit points are 1,200. She weighs 25.7 tons with no modules attached. Has an engine horsepower of 500 with a 70 kilometer per hour top speed. Now obviously it doesn't show horsepower per ton, but I imagine she's going to be a relatively quick girl. Very good traverse speed of 44 degrees. Armor, absolutely shite, being 30 on the front, 30 to the sides, 8, ouch, to the rear. You do get a tier 10 radio though, at with 750 meter signal range, but its view range is only 360, which can limit its performance, I imagine. That said, the ISU has a pretty terrible performance. The SU-152. I'm using the wrong TD here. Maybe the... yes, Jagdpanzer 4. Yeah, 360 is the same as per usual. Anyhow. So, yeah, I suppose as a tier 8 premium, she's going to do pretty well. I don't know how much she's going to cost. Cause, well, the gun, it's not that very powerful. It's not very powerful at all. A 90mm, firing nearly 10 rounds a minute. 212 off the standard, 240 alpha, 0.35 accuracy, and a 2.2 aiming time. Yeah, I don't really know if this is going to be considered a great kind of TD. I mean, it might do, knowing the reload of this thing will probably be very good. The gun itself would probably be, if in the hands of in the right hands of a good person, they could know. I mean, I used the Indian Panzer to an incredible great effect whilst in combat with that thing. So probably some people will probably be able to master it. Though don't forget, guys, if you are a premium whore, it costs you 4,000 credits to spend on a premium shell. So whatever kind of damage you hoped to get, unless you completely ammo rack a tier 9 or tier 10 vehicle from near full hit points or full hit points, you're not really going to see much of a profit from firing hikes, firing heat. So that's a bit of a shame. She has she can have about 51 rounds of ammunition as well, which isn't bad, considering she's a 90mm gun. Kind of wish you could use those smoke grenades. But still, it looks good. As a TD, it looks pretty interesting. Obviously, we're going to have a couple games in her just see... Well, I'm not saying this is going to be a, oh yeah, this is clearly testing our capabilities in combat. Really, the real test is when you're going up against people who either don't buy premium tanks, don't have the ability to buy premium tanks, or have bought premium tanks and are currently doing shit all in them because they've not really played the game. So, in a short, live servers. But that said, she does look interesting, and I am very curious to seeing as to how she goes into it. So, without further ado, let us get into a game. And we're back, just in time for the counter to go, and it's a tier 10 game, with only one other tier 8 on my team, and one tier 8 on the enemies. So, yeah, I'm going to camp a bit. But at least I can drive fast, right? Yeah? No. Okay. I suppose, like I said, this is matchmaking on the test server most of the time. I mean, weirdly enough, in recent patches, people have stopped spammingly going to tier 10s. Now, I think arguably, you could say anyone who wanted to go onto the test server to test out a tier 10 tank has actually done so by now. Because it used to be a pretty common problem back in the older patches where people would be like, right, I want to go onto this particular map. Oh, I want to try out this particular tank because I've not tried a tier 10 before. Ah, gun elevation. Not very good. Okay, probably good for its necessary needs, but probably on El Haluf you are kind of boned. Right, let's move slowly and cautiously into the town. They do have some 50Bs, but then they also have some 261s, T92s, and of course my ultimate favourite, the FVs. Because why not? I've probably been spotted, so let's move forward and take some appropriate cover. Aim premium shell, admittedly, but way! It's a lot of shell for that one. Way! You spotted me, haven't you? Yes, you have spotted me. Of course, I forgot you're a tier 10. Well, not that I didn't forget, but you know. Right, let's relocate before Scumbag decides to poke on me, because I know for a fact they're going to be boring for my arse. Kind of pushed it a bit too far trying to get a second shell in, but what can you do? Well, that guy admittedly... Oh, yeah, I didn't really trade very well there. I mean, I got a couple of good shots. Yes, 50B. Okay. That's not very helpful. Right. If I can, I will try and fall back to base, because there is a 268 and a 50. We've got the 54 lightweight at least. P49 doing his bit for the game. Yeah, they are charging through the base. I mean, I would try... I don't know if I can do much to help out. Oh, I don't know. Try and go from another perspective. There is Death Star. See if I can try another point. The entire town seems to be head set on it. 268 is over to the west. Kind of getting a handle on it. I'm going to take a bit more cover. Yeah, the armor in this game is certainly confirmed to be absolute shocker. Right. Now, I don't have any skills on this particular vehicle, so I don't know whether I'm going to be spotted. There is a T-57 Heavy. He's making his move. He's behind that road. Is he possibly going to try and go for an outflank, or is he just going to try and go balls deep? Possibly a balls deep move. But, yeah, it was a balls deep. Oh, fuck. He's looking at him. He concentrated. He fired. I got a penetration. Lol. He's going to ram. He's going to try and suicide. Didn't track him when I needed to. I am firing all premium probably this game. Yeah, the town is lost. Pull back. Good thing I did pull out of there. Withdraw to a better environment. Please, environment, do not slow me down. Oh, you are a bit sluggish when you don't need to be. Ironically, though, our TDs have pushed straight through... yes, of course, the Death Star. Right, let's sort of withdraw to a slightly safer environment. If someone could knock out that Death Star, I reckon we'll have a pretty decent control of the situation. 50B has been knocked out, so that all that remains is a VK4502B and an E100. Now, I don't know if I'm going to do any good, but I'm going to try and poke back in. There's the E100. Is it looking at me? I have a horrible feeling. It's not looking at me! I'm trying to count how many seconds I've got before the game tells me no. Right, is he going to look my way? Probably yes. Game, fuck you. Oh, come on. 200 average roll. No, I'm dead. Bollocks to you. Ah! Should have aimed for the bloody track. So close, though. So close. And he drowned himself. This possibly could be a defeat. Though... it could be a defeat, but at the same time we might just salvage victory from it. That 183... definitely a big threat in the team. And the T49... T49 hopefully going to get a kill? No, T92 had its kill stolen. Sorry, stole the kill, was stolen. The kill was stolen by the Batchat. Not... Oh, he could claim a kill. No, that's not very clever, is it? Poor T49. He can't actually get a kill this game. Well, that's 2 kills. Oh, sorry, 2 successful games. Unfortunately, one of them was bad play by having in a tier 8 game, and unfortunately the other one was fucked over by Matchmaker. Oh dear. I was close though. I didn't do too bad. Probably could have saved more hit points had I not decided to waste half of them in the initial engagement. I did do some freaking track damage, but unfortunately not enough to kill that. That said though, knowing my luck, it probably would have resulted in my death anyhow, but oh well. At least I did some damage in that game. Probably didn't get a single lick of profit though. Let's have a look. And doesn't say if I had a profit or not. I doubt it. And we're back. And to 10 game. Yay! Well, I kind of figured this was going to be the matchmaking we were going to be getting. Again. And we're on highways. Now, apparently they've restored in the patch notes, something worth of mention. They apparently restored one of the old highways map. It was mentioned in the patch. Once again, mentioned in the patch notes. So whether or not they modified / removed this map from the matchmaking environment, then fair enough. Though to be honest with you, I mean this map's all right. I've not really got any major grudges or complaints against it. It's generally a given that whoever controls the north, generally whoever loses the north of the A point will is inevitably going to lose. Same goes for, but then again, also whoever loses control of the town is going to lose as well. So it's a fair amount of mixing and dicing about who is going to lose what at what time. Though looking at the team and looking at how much we've got versus what the enemy have, I don't know. I can't really say that we're going to have a monstrous advantage, nor am I going to say that, you know, I'm feeling excessively low on morale. Kind of chill with the T49 as I'm a TD and I has binos, so nah. Kind of hide back a little bit. Gun depression, it's not bad, but it could be better. You have to overexpose yourself in order to get into the fray. It would appear most of them have rushed down into the town. The T49 makes a good case. If they're all in the town, we might as well push. But there are TDs, and they can one-shot us, especially the 183. So I'm going to be slightly more reserved about charging. There's the other scumbag. Luckily, he's going in the open. of course I bounce. And of course he gets unspotted. Luckily I hit him when he was mostly silhouetted. Oh, there he is again. I'm going to use standard shells this time. I'm going to back off. Oh, that's a nasty hit. Done some damage. Nice high roll. He kills the T-49 mercilessly. And that counts as the kill. Lol. Charging through the lines. Oh. We shouldn't. Hit. Moving. Kill-wise, we're about equal, but the enemy is gaining a foothold in the town. If I can spot the 140, if the 140 would like to accompany me. We do have scumbags about. It's a little easier to climb. Try and see if we can push. Yeah, we're going to lose the town. I mean, unless we can kill the 3 of enemy tanks really quickly, we're going to lose town. Yep, we lost town.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Pew pew. It would really help, 140, if you could perhaps assist me in my endeavours to attack. Rather than just stand there hoping that you can get a shot in, whilst everyone else is having the time of their lives. Well, even if we get a defeat, this is more... Hopefully this redeems myself. Like, I'd rather do a good game... Oh, there you are, Borsig. Hello.
Penetration.
Low enough. No, I'm not low enough. I am seriously not low enough. Bloody hell. Oh, good. Nice to see everyone picking on that tank, but not the fucking tier 10 one. Oh, would you look at that? He's trying, you know, if the Object 140 decides to appear this day.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Yeah, we've lost town. It's going to be a matter of moments now.
Penetration.
And the 140 naturally takes advantage of the situation to benefit his own cause. Why am I not surprised? 140, go back to base. Right, I'm going to go round, because that is... I'm going to try and... Up, there's the Gewehr Tiger. Hopefully we can knock these fuckers out.
Penetration.
Of course. Now that the threat's gone, walking into dangerous terrain.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Backing off, walking round. There's the enemy 183. We can knock that fucker out. Could save us the game. Actually, he bounces, or misses, or both. And that's what you get for staying behind the lines. Take my time, take my time, take my time. Schütze!
We didn't
Nope.
even scratch them.
Praise the God Emperor! Using premium, I know, but whatever. We're doomed anyway. WZ-120 trying to make a charge. I'm going to try and see if I can spot this 120, so our artillery support. There we go. Bit of spotting there. Been spotted. Probably going to die very soon. But if I can... Yeah! Jägeru and other stuff. I don't know if we're going to be able to get there in time. Oh, what a shot! What a bloody shot. Now, if only we can track the Jägeru, we might just do it. I'm not saying we will do it. We might just do it. Even if we lose, this is a good game. we're going to bump into that bugger. I mean, neither of us can take a Jaegeru. I certainly can't take a Jaegeru. He could fire a high explosive at me, and that'll probably do the trick. Oh, there he is. Panic click there. Shouldn't have done that. And Scumbag got me for a kill, unfortunately. Well, with 2 scumbags in a high-tier game, why am I not surprised? And, of course, now he can take care of the R thing. Well, what can you do? Well, we got him. He's got the right idea, trying to sort of stay away from him. But the problem is, if he gets spotted and gives him an easy shot, then the artillery on their side, 2 of which are tier 10, is still going to be... Oh, there's the Jaegeru again. And... Yep, there's the scumbags trying. I mean, personally, this is where I would make the argument that there really shouldn't be more than 1 scumbag per game. Yeah, he's dead. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Well, this game was good. We made a damn good shot on the 183, and we were able to salvage something from this. But unfortunately, now it's going to be a case of wait for the scumbags to die or wait for our guys to die. Oh well, we tried. I will see you now back in the garage. So alas, we sadly... Oh wow, they base capped as well. GG. So we sadly lost that game, despite performing very admirably, doing a fair amount of damage, but nonetheless failing to do the necessary killing. Or well, failing to be able to dodge artillery, which, in all fairness, too many artillery at tier high anyway. But still, we had a couple of decent games, and a pretty good game which turned to shit. Oh well. But that said, hopefully this gives you a little glimpse into what kind of power the Kanonjagpanzer, or lack of power the Kanonjagpanzer, has at tier 10. But then again, this isn't really the best way to test whether this thing is worth the precious gold that you have, considering it's a test server. So, thank you very much for watching this iteration of World of Tanks, and also thank you very much for watching this video. If you like this kind of content, don't feel afraid to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and of course comment down below about your feelings on the Mauschen being removed, what the Kanonanjagpanzer is like, whether or not you think it's just a poor attempt at replacing the E25, only to ensure that people aren't going to bitch about it like they did the first time. Also, don't forget, the Japanese have a heavy now. Yay! It's a German heavy with a poor gun, but yay! Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. This is Crap Hunter signing out. Have a good one.